we were for a while a Punch and Judy show for Australian politics.
When Tony was Health Minister and Julia was Shadow, he was quite open. He likes her, he admires her.
Personally, what I think about Tony Abbott, I think he's a, you know, sort of likeable, knockabout Australian character.
Do you like each other, do you think?
When she lets her hair down, she can be a charming companion, and I've certainly enjoyed her company a couple of times in a social context, and I think it would be good to see more of that side of Julia.
You've faced some interesting and some tough opponents over the years. Who's been the toughest?
I think Tony's probably the most fun.
Strap yourselves in, it's time for Tony Abbott and Julia Gillard, round 1 for 2010.
Ding ding. There is a rather large photo of you with your budgies on.
I think that billboard's going to have the nation thinking about abstinence. There's no doubt about that.
I see what's causing a few car pranks out there.
Manly was obviously robbed of the premiership in 07.
And I'm disappointed that Julia hasn't got the trophy to hand it over to me this morning on behalf of, you know, here she is, shamefaced on behalf of the Storm, and giving it to a triumphant Manly supporter. At last, justice will be done.
In all seriousness,
Tony.
Tony, you've given up sex for Lent. Check this out.
Uh-oh.
Who's going sex party?
Oh, gee whiz, well, we can't get too much of that, can we, eh?
You tiger.
Presumably that wasn't during Lent.
What are you going to give up, Julia?
Oh, look, I'll leave talking about sex to Tony. I'll probably, you know, chocolate.
There's also been this very strange frisson between the two of them that at times has been very curious indeed.
I think Tony's being a bit naughty this morning. I don't think it's Kevin's fault. Tony and I have spent a fair bit of time together doing bipartisan health things, so we do sort of get on in our own eccentric way. And we might end up recommending that the budgie smugglers are the way to go. As it gets hotter, just take off your clothes. I think he looks much better in his suit. Much better in his suit.
I tell you what,
You've had a lot of love from the Conservatives this week.
Not from Tony this morning.
I love Julia more than I love Kevin. Now that mightn't be a lot. That mightn't be a lot, but I think she's an improvement on Kevin.
All right, with love in the air, we'll end it there.
I'll say this much about Julia. She does seem to have got the national testing program going. Julia would make a better bet than Kevin even before the election.
I love those backhanded compliments, Tony.
You two have a lovely relationship, or what's turned into a lovely relationship. They're on our love couch, as we like to term it here on the show.
just having a bit of a chat.
They're reunited.
Have more of a chat very shortly.
I mean, Tony Abbott was Health Minister. There were times there where it was a very aggressive engagement in the Parliament, but then they were flirting and there was a bit of eye battering going on.
It seems there are a few cross currents here, aren't there? I mean, I think mothers are much better at reading this, I think, than 8-year-olds.
Right. So you are saying that there might be.
All right. Plenty of love in the studio this morning. It's surprising, it really is.
It's electric between these two.
Sure is. It's kind of weird sitting in the middle of it.
Well, I don't know.
Obviously, I know Tony well. We spent a lot of time chasing each other round as Minister for Health and Shadow. Well, I put that badly.
It's true. We have been sparring partners in quite a few different contexts. I have even been accused from time to time of flirting with the Deputy Prime Minister. That must cease. That must cease now, of course. But look, I have always enjoyed those contests.